Interview, and I want to welcome into the studio Bill, the Watchdog Ashton. Bill, how you doing?
All right, how are you, Blaine? JR, how you doing?
Yep, J.R. Young's in the studio. Basketball camp this week, right?
Uh-huh.
Tom Dickman, Coach Dickman, taking care of business, aren't you? All right, Bill, how you doing?
I'm doing fine, Blaine.
Running for alderman.
Yes, sir.
All right, tell us a little bit about Bill Ashton, personal, professional, whatever you like. Who is Bill Ashton? What do we need to know about him?
Well, I've been resident for almost 50 years. I left for a while, for a short time, came back about 50 years ago. Been here, I've been here living here almost 50 years, but actually it's 50 years this year. I actually moved here at 56 with my family, but and then I've been interacting with the city, the county, the state for almost 30 years, and got the name Watchdog from a News Post reporter, and was interacting with the city when you were up as an alderman. So I ran a couple of times, ran in 90s.
You got the name Watchdog, why?
From one of the News Post reporters.
And this was because of attending meetings or?
Being involved in the city of Frederick, yeah. I ran in 97 and 2001 and did not make it. I was contacted by several people and decided to run this time, so I'm back in the run.
Back in action. All
back
right.
in action, sir. Yeah.
So you're
and
running.
I have a computer accounting business, work from the home, have about 19 counts, so
That's what you do professionally.
yeah, and I took.
So you're running for alderman. What does Bill Ashton? Why are you running? What you've ran twice before. This is your third time. Why are you deciding to run again? What puts you over the top or puts you in the race, Bill?
Well, I've been hearing the people talking about deteriorating neighborhoods in certain areas of the city due to safety and overcrowding. I think we have budget problems. I think that this was a good opportunity for me to step in with the knowledge I have, even though I've never served. I have been there and been on a couple committees over the years, and I just felt that I can make a difference.
All right, but was there anything particular this time around, or is it just your quest to want to serve the position? I mean, was there anything in this administration, or is it just you think that you can do a better job than those that are serving?
I just feel that some of the people are leaving.
Marshall Hall is not running.
Marshall Hall's not running. Mayor Jeff's not running. I felt that it was time when there's some concerns in the city, like with crime and deteriorating neighborhoods. They're talking about annexations and.
All right. Well, let's start at crime. What about crime is upsetting you and you're not pleased with, and what are you proposing as alderman to do about it?
Well, I'm seeing crime going to neighborhoods that are and it's not only here. There's other hot spots in the city, not only off the 40 bypass. I mean, 40 corridor, but that's where most of it's concentrating is right now. Is 40 people are concerned about that on both sides, on the Hillcrest Hill and the Waverly Drive area. But I feel that we need to have walking police officers. The police officers are doing a good job. They've had the county come in, the county sheriff's departments come in, the states come in their system. But I think we need to have walking because people getting attacked, getting out of cars, walking down the street.
Beats.
Absolutely.
Where do you want foot patrols?
Mostly congregated in the apartment areas. And
on the west side, you're advocating for foot patrols?
Right,
okay.
Because that's where people getting hit, getting out of cars, walking down the street. People are now getting ambushed going into their apartment buildings. I understand, and I'm not sure this is true, that some of the apartment buildings are going to put locked security doors on. I'm not sure if that's true or not.
All right, so on your crime initiative, it would be advocating for more foot patrols on the west end. Anything else with crime?
Yeah, it's also a code enforcement issue, but it's combined. I feel that we should, along with code enforcement, when the budget gives us enough money, the city has enough money, we should increase the code enforcement. But I think the sheriff's department, the high sheriff, Chuck Jenkins, and accordance with ICE, come in with code enforcement and look at the overcrowding against the illegal immigrants.
Okay. All right, what other initiatives are you looking at that you care about? You talked about crime. What about annexations?
Well, annexations, I'm not ready to support the annexation at all. I feel that sitting right now with a inferior infrastructure that has not been dealt with yet, and the state has not given the city any help. I have, for almost 2 years now, had a plan in to widen North Market Street with the help of Mayor Jeff and Ron Tobin. I put it in. There was $200,000 granted for the study in the '09 budget. So far, it has not been moved because the state doesn't have any money. The Monocacy Boulevard that Mayor Jeff's trying to put through, Mayor Holsinger, they have given him no funding. They're still talking about that. The only Monocacy Boulevard funding they're getting is where the interchange is going to be. So we're not getting any money from the state, and I really don't think we're ready for the annexations yet.
Okay. What other issues?
Budgetary issues. I think there's things in the budget that the city taxpayers are paying. That some are repetitive. Some of them don't need to be there.
Can you give us some examples?
Absolutely. I think the educational committee that's been created is repetitive to what the BOE does. We as a county taxpayers also pay enough to the BOE, and that's Board of Education. And from my information, the city education committee has given no input to the Board of Education on anything like Turk math, the diving issue, the swimming issue, or et cetera. And it's mostly just giving money to people that we could put in the hopper to could fund some of the civilian positions at the city police, for instance, that officers that are making $110,000 are filling right now.
All right, we'll take a quick break talking with Bill Ashton, Republican.